Today, we're diving into a story that's as shocking as it is revealing. A tale of power, wealth, and tragedy involving Om Prakash, a former top cop in Karnataka, India. This is a story about a man who rose to the pinnacle of the police force, only to be surrounded by allegations of corruption, and whose life ended in a brutal crime that's left the nation stunned. Buckle up, because this is a deep dive into ambition, betrayal, and the cost of unchecked power. Let's get started. Om Prakash was no ordinary officer. He was a senior Indian Police Service officer, a 1981 batch IPS from Bihar, who served as Karnataka's Director General and Inspector General of Police, essentially the state's top cop, from 2015 until his retirement in 2017. His career spanned decades, with key postings across Karnataka, from Superintendent of Police in districts like Shivamogga and Uttara Kannada, to roles in the anti-corruption Lokayukta and the CID. In 2015, under the Congress-led government of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, he was appointed State Police Chief. That decision raised eyebrows because it bypassed a more senior officer, sparking controversy and hinting at the political clout Om Prakash wielded. Fast forward to April 2025, and Om Prakash's name hit the headlines for all the wrong reasons. He was found stabbed to death in his Bengaluru home, and the accused, his own wife, Pallavi. According to investigators, the motive was a bitter family feud over property. Specifically, lands Om Prakash had reportedly transferred to a relative. This violent end has thrown a harsh spotlight on allegations that have swirled around him for years, that he amassed massive wealth and built a real estate empire during his career, far beyond what a police officer's salary could justify. Today, we're unpacking those allegations, from his sprawling properties to claims of corruption and the political connections that may have shielded him. Let's start with the real estate. Reports suggest Om Prakash owned properties that would make your jaw drop, way more than a career cop could afford. In Uttara Kannada district, he allegedly controlled vast tracts of land, particularly in the Dandeli Joida region. Local media claims he held 30 to 40 acres near Dandeli, a forested, eco-sensitive area where such large land deals raise red flags. These Dandeli lands were so contentious that they reportedly fueled disputes within his family. One source said Pallavi was furious when Om Prakash planned to transfer some of this land to his brothers, a decision that may have contributed to their tragic fallout. Then there's a 10-acre plot in Ganeshgudi, also in Joida, allegedly bought under the name of an associate, Mohan Raghavan. This smells like a Benami property, a tactic where assets are held in someone else's name to hide the real owner. It's a classic move for officials looking to expand their wealth while dodging scrutiny. And in Bengaluru, Om Prakash lived in a luxurious 3-story house in the upscale HSR layout, a posh area where such a home would cost crores of rupees, hundreds of thousands of dollars. There are also hints of other properties, possibly held through family or confidants, though details are scarce. The picture is clear: rural land banks, urban mansions, and maybe more, all pointing to wealth that seems impossible on a public servant's salary. This brings us to the allegations of disproportionate assets, wealth that can't be explained by lawful income. For years, whistleblowers and media reports flagged that Om Prakash's fortune far outstripped his earnings as a police officer, even at the DGP level. In 2015, the very day he became DGP, the anti-corruption Lok Satta party filed a complaint with the chief minister, accusing him of misusing his position to secure clearances for his son's business. Media outlets like Deccan Herald dug into his son's ventures, like a stone quarry that benefited from suspicious state land allotments. After his death, Canada news channels openly questioned how a career cop could own 30-40 acres in Dandeli, plus a Bengaluru villa. The math just doesn't add up. Om Prakash's lifestyle screamed affluence. Even if he saved every penny of his 36-year career and had some inheritance, the value of his known assets, acres of land, a luxury home, runs into crores. Sources close to him admitted he worried about threats to his life over property disputes, a sign he knew his wealth was a lightning rod. Yet astonishingly, no official disproportionate assets case was ever filed against him. No anti-corruption charges, no raids, no audits. The allegations stayed just that, allegations. Why? That's where things get murky, and we'll circle back to that. Next, let's talk about abuse of power. Allegations suggest Om Prakash used his position to meddle in land and business deals for personal gain. The most glaring example involves his son, Karthikesh, who co-founded a stone quarry business in Ramanagara in 2009. This venture, Magadi Quarry and Crusher, got 5 acres of government land with suspiciously fast clearances. In 2013, the Ramanagara Deputy Commissioner declared the area a safe zone for stone crushing, and the Pollution Control Board issued a permit the same day. That kind of speed is unheard of and screams influence. A local official later flagged that the unit violated safety norms, yet it got approved anyway. Villagers protested, filed a lawsuit, and complained to the Lokayukta, but the inquiry dragged on. The Loksata party directly accused Om Prakash of pulling strings to help his son's business. He brushed it off, saying it was his son's deal and the law should handle any issues. But let's be real. In a bureaucratic hierarchy, favors like this don't happen without a powerful figure's backing. There are also whispers that Om Prakash meddled in other land disputes, possibly during his time as SP in Uttara Kannada, where he may have built connections that helped him snag those Dandeli lands. Some say he partnered with businessmen, taking cuts or stakes in deals that needed police or bureaucratic approval. The Ganesh Gudi Benami land might be one such payoff, hidden in someone else's name. These deals paint a picture of a cop who saw his badge as a tool for profit. Whether it was land allotments, rezoning, or clearing legal hurdles for developers, Om Prakash's name kept popping up in ways that benefited him or his family. It's a betrayal of public trust, plain and simple. So, how did he get away with it? Political connections. Om Prakash was a master at staying in the good graces of those in power, whether Congress or BJP. His 2015 DGP appointment under Siddaramaya's Congress government was a clear sign of favor, bypassing seniority. He'd worked under Congress bigwigs like Mallikarjun Kharge and earned praise from Home Minister G. Parameshwara, who called him a good officer and a good human being, even after his death. When Loksata complained in 2015, the Congress government did nothing. He sailed through his term unscathed. Even after 2017, under coalition, BJP, and later Congress governments, no one touched him. Why? Maybe he had friends across party lines. Maybe his retirement kept him out of the spotlight. Or maybe the lack of a formal case file made it easy to ignore. Whatever the reason, no Lokayukta raids, no anti-corruption bureau probes, nothing. Even after his death, he was cremated with full state honors. A hero's farewell for a man dogged by corruption claims. Leaders attended his funeral, and no one mentioned the allegations. It's a glaring gap between public suspicion and official silence, and it screams political protection. Let's wrap this up. Om Prakash's story is a stark lesson in the challenges of fighting high-level corruption. A top cop, allegedly sitting on a fortune of rural estates and city mansions, accused of abusing his power in deals like his son's quarry, yet he never faced a courtroom. He used his position and political ties to dodge accountability, retiring with honors while the allegations festered. Tragically, it was a fight over that very wealth that ended his life. His wife's rage over the Dandeli land transfer hints at how fiercely contested his assets were. Justice didn't come from the law, but from a personal, horrific tragedy. This case raises tough questions. How did Om Prakash's wealth go unchecked for so long? Why did the system, police, bureaucracy, Lokayukta, fail to act on the red flags? It's a call for stronger, independent anti-corruption probes that can't be swayed by political pressure. It's also a reminder that internal vigilance is crucial. The warning signs, like Loksata's complaint, were there, but no one inside the system moved. In the end, Om Prakash's saga is a cautionary tale. Unchecked wealth in public service doesn't just erode trust, it can lead to personal ruin. His story intertwines personal gain, power abuse, and political immunity, and it's a wake-up call for Karnataka and beyond. The hope is that this tragedy sparks a deeper look into the gaps that let such an empire grow in the shadows. A man entrusted with the law may have spent his career bending it for profit, and when the reckoning came, it was as heartbreaking as it was avoidable.